Hi, Jerry Springer here. Would you like a personalized holiday message from me? Well, thanks to friends at Nosey, we're going to be sending out 12 such personalized messages. And if you'd like a chance to be one of the 12 to get this Springer stocking stuffer, then just click on this video or the link below. Tell us to whom you'd like the personalized message sent and the best reasons for wishing them a happy holiday. Also, this holiday season, enjoy the Merry Jerry Christmas playlist on Nosey, and it's available for download on Pluto TV and Roku. Have a very happy holiday.
All right, please welcome the host of our show, Mr. Jerry Springer.
Thank you. Okay. You know, fighting is part of being a family. All families have their disputes, but when the holiday rolls around, we try to forget our differences and appreciate being together. But for some families, like our guest today, that's easier said than done. They say their constant fighting is so out of control that the family is starting to break apart. In fact, they say they couldn't bear the idea of everyone getting together for the holidays and fighting the whole time. So we invited them to have their holiday dinner here on neutral ground, so to speak, to try to clear the air and start the new year off right. Now, you may remember Donna and her husband Richard, who've been on the show before. They are separated because she can't forgive him for having had affairs with her aunt and her cousin. But Donna's mother, Brenda, says that the affairs are just the latest problem, that she thought this marriage was a mistake from the beginning. And Donna says she's tired of being caught in the middle and just wants everyone to get along. Donna, why are you here today?
I'm here today because I'm tired of everybody fighting. He's the one that cheated on me with my aunt, my cousin, which that's one thing. But when we're together at a holiday with her and her sisters, it's no holiday. It's more like a food fight, you name it. We cannot get along. I am tired of her telling me, well, if you never married him, this would have never happened, you wouldn't have got hurt. And I don't want to spend no holidays with none of them no more.
Is it always like that, Brenda?
Always. Even with my sisters, we'll bicker and argue, and her with him.
Why do you get on her case about having married him? She made her choice. It may not have been the choice you would have made, but she made the choice.
I wouldn't have married someone that's sleeping with anyone. I mean...
But he... Right. I'm not taking up with him because I hate his guts. So get that straight. I mean, I hate his guts, so that didn't have nothing to do with it. But I get tired of going in places with you when you're always telling me what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. Leave it at that and move on. I did.
How is it for you at these family dinners, particularly after having had an affair with her aunt, your sister?
Right.
No, not easy.
It doesn't bother you.
I just don't.
He just moves on to the next one.
Wouldn't you be at least?
And he's still trying to get her to go back, and she'll be stupid enough to do it again.
No, you wait. First of all, if I wanted him back, I'd get him back like that. I don't want him.
Could she get you back?
Yeah.
She could. If she said come back, you'd come back.
Like a dog on a leash.
Do you think that Mom had a point when Mom said you shouldn't have married Richard?
Oh, I told her that a long time ago.
Oh, she runs her mouth all the time.
And they say, oh, stay out of her business.
You know what? She would tell me what to wear and everything.
But Mom was right on this one, wasn't she?
Right. You was right. Drop it at that. You was right. National TV knows you was right. So drop it. Move on. Move on. I mean, I know you was right.
She don't listen.
No,
I tell her to lose weight too, but she still don't listen.
Yeah, you told me to lose weight, but you know what? I'm not losing weight for you.
right.
I can't believe it.
Okay. Okay. All right. You what? First of all, don't ever hit her.
I didn't hit her.
If you hit her, you're off the show. Okay. 2, the idea here, wait a second. The idea here was to get everybody together. Let's talk about. Why,
It's impossible.
Why did you feel the need to throw food on your own mother?
Because she told me to lose weight. I'm fine the way I am. I'm not losing weight for her. For her.
If you don't, okay. All right, I understand that. But if you don't want to lose weight, then eat the turkey. Don't throw it on her.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. You might remember that it was Richard's affair with Donna's Aunt Dodie that started all this fighting. We're going to be later on. Now, Dodie will be back. But first, we're going to meet 2 of Donna's other aunts who say that if Donna and Brenda could just shut up, everyone could get along just fine. Don't go away. If you just joined us, we are talking today with family members who can't stop fighting long enough even to get through what's supposed to be a happy holiday gathering. They told us before the show they wanted to clear the air and start the new year off right. But you're off to a poor start. You're hitting each other, you're throwing food at each other. Well, why are we clapping? This is ridiculous. I've never seen a family that can't spend 5 minutes without ripping at each other. Now, they're hoping that being here today will help them get past their anger. But I got to tell you, there's a lot of anger in this family, as you're already witnessing. Now, you might remember that Donna's husband, Richard, had affairs with her aunt and her cousin, and they're going to join us in just a little bit. But 2 of Donna's other aunts, Joyce and Karen, say that the real reason for all this family feuding is that Donna and her mother, Brenda, just love to make trouble. Karen, what did Brenda and Donna do to cause all this family fighting?
You can see it. I mean, they're disgraceful. I mean,
it's one.
I'm not.
you,
She's going to sit here on national TV telling me to lose weight. I'm happy the way I am, and I don't care who likes it.
Wait a second. You guys are as crazy as they are. Wait a second.
I do love my mother. I do love my mother with all my heart.
You hit her with a turkey bone.
I have to tell me to lose weight. That didn't have nothing to do with it. I am a person too. If she could talk to me like I'm a dog, I should be able to throw food at her like she's a dog.
What do you think?
Well, Jerry, I think if she didn't try to control her all the time, because Donna is a grown woman.
Thank you very much, Aunt Joyce. Thank you.
If she didn't try to control her all the time, she might, they might get along a little better.
Yeah. Who do you see as so you see your own sister as the problem here?
yeah, they say
I
because
think
I
it's
butt
both
in
of
her
them.
business and I tell her what to do. And
Well, what about
if
that?
I did, she
Okay,
wouldn't have been married
We're not
to him.
condoning. We are not condoning the fact that she threw food on you. Okay.
I ain't worried. She has no respect.
You know what, Jerry?
Period.
Just to get back at my mom, you know what? If I even liked him as a friend, I would go back with him just to piss you off, but it ain't worth it. Just to show you, it ain't worth it. You don't know how hard it was for me to come and let you know, Mom, me and Richard's having problems. What did you do? What's new? I knew that. I mean, that bothered me. I could have went to one of them before you, but I chose you, and I've been getting it thrown up my face every time since then. So I wish I wouldn't have said nothing. Yeah, you're right.
I am asked this question all the time. Where do you find the people to come on these shows? And I am compelled to ask you.
Oh, well, this family's
you are,
unreal anyway.
but you are one of the head. You are the head of the family, and you are sitting next to a daughter with a sweet potato in her head. What's wrong with you? I mean, I'm trying to be respectful, but it's
Actually,
hard to
they're
take this
identical.
seriously. The what?
That's true.
They're identical. She's always smiling. I mean, she's sitting there just laughing and smiling and
Right.
everything they say.
Well, I
if
mean-
you're not serious, why would they be serious towards you? Why would they respect you?
I don't let them bother me at all. I don't let them bother me at all.
I am your daughter. You don't want me in your life? Just let me know.
The way she is.
The way I am, what? You was right. I left Richard for you. If you don't want me
You
in your
didn't
family...
leave him for me. You left him because he was screwing
Well,
up.
I left him. You was right.
You didn't leave him because I said to.
You know what? I have never done anything to you. If you don't want me in your life, you let me know, because you know what? I left him. I can leave you too.
Okay. Thank you.
If you, wherever you go, my advice to you is I would throw food right off.
Well, my advice is she keeps her big mouth shut and don't mention weight around here.
Not her.
Then-
Once you leave her.
Well, Donna, you should respect your mother. Just a
Yeah,
little
my
bit.
mother should give me respect too, period. If you want respect, you give respect.
Well,
If you
that's
don't
true.
give respect, you
That's
ain't
true.
getting no.
I have a question for Donna. Do you have any kids with Richard?
I have, my name's Donna. I have 2 children. We have 2 children.
Okay, I can relate to this whole situation because my parents are divorced now, and my mom, or my grandma, like you, would always get down on my mom. Well, I told you not to marry him, and da-da-da. And she's like, well, the only good thing that, came out of it was me. And I'm like, well, but the thing is that watching my mom and my grandma go back and forth, and my grandma criticizes my mom about her weight also, and it makes me feel terrible because I feel like I'm in between everyone, and everyone's pulling me in such a way saying, well, you shouldn't do this, or you should believe me and not this person, and it's really hard on on the kids and stuff.
Do you worry about? She raises a great point. I know your kids are what, like 2 years old now,
Right,
very
I have
young.
1 and a 2.
Do you worry that if this situation doesn't straighten up in a hurry, their kids are going to grow up and see this kind of display? Frankly, you better burn this tape. If your kids see mom and dad behaving like this on national television, and grandma, I mean, is there time to stop this kind of butting in, throwing food, hating each other every time you're together?
Yeah, there wouldn't be no throwing food, but I mean, if I want to be fat, I'm going to be fat. Nobody's going to change that.
You know what?
Nobody.
That's... Okay, I got to... One thing then...
Okay, and another thing about it is that my grandma, like you, don't like my dad, but that just really hurts me when, everyone is supposed to be family, divorced or not, and it just really upsets me of how much animosity is in my family, and I can see that in yours. And I mean, just think about your kids when they're older. How are you going to explain what happened?
Okay. On that note, we're going to take a break. The first sensible thing that's been said today so far. Donna says she wants to forgive her aunt and cousin for having affairs with her husband, but can she? We're going to find out as Dodie joins the family at the table when we come back. Stay with us.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho, 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 ho.
You know, when there's tension in a family, getting together for the holidays can make everything even worse. And that is what seems to be happening with our guests today. They say that whenever they get together, it's just one big family feud, but no one seems to know how to get past their anger. Now, Donna's Aunt Dodie has openly admitted on this show that she had an affair with Donna's husband, Richard. But she says that that's not the real reason for the family's constant fighting. Okay, Dodie, what is the reason?
The reason is there's so much jealousy that's going on.
They're jealous because you're...
Jealousy between the sisters and Donna. It's like Donna, you know, she gets jealous because of her mom, the relationship that her mom has with the rest of the sisters.
What, do you get jealous of that?
No, I don't get, well, yeah, I do. I get jealous because now that me and him separated, I don't have nobody. You see what all my aunts are like, they're all hoes. And there's nobody I got to turn to, and I did have her
Come to my house, but don't throw food on it.
Did I throw food at you? You want me to throw food at you so you can feel warm?
No.
Jerry,
Please, I can't. This is a rented suit. Please do not throw food. Go ahead, what?
I have tried very hard, and I think that I'm making amends, and I would just like to see, once and for all, some peace. I mean, before, at the airport...
I would like to, too. Let's make a toast.
Is anyone at the table embarrassed?
I am.
Yes.
I'm totally embarrassed.
What?
I don't even think, I'm not going to spend this Christmas with them. I mean, this is enough.
Thanksgiving
This is always like this.
What was... What... I dare not ask. What was Thanksgiving like?
The first 20 minutes that I spent at Thanksgiving, I'm trying to help and cut the ham. No, it's too fat. Cut it, slice it thin. You can't do nothing right.
What... Yeah. What happens when you go back to your neighborhood and they see the show? Do people come up to you and say, what the heck are you guys doing?
I dyed my hair for the first week.
What about the husband? He has nothing to say about it.
What about Richard?
Yeah, what about Richard?
Richard, what do you think about all this? You know, a lot of this is because of what you did.
No, a lot of it's not because of what I did. I mean, this was going on way before we had that.
What? Oh, well, Richard, what? I'm falling, Teasel. What, Richard? What'd you say? It's not because you you slept with your wife's aunt.
Yeah, but me and her sleep. No, I didn't sleep with the whole family.
No. The only ones in the family, in fairness, you only slept. You did sleep with your wife. You get points for that. You slept with her aunt. You slept with her cousin.
Right.
Anyone else in the family?
No.
Okay.
I would just like to make one comment.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The problem in this family is not with the woman, but it's that man who couldn't control his hormones.
This fighting started long before
Okay. Well, he wasn't in that bedroom alone. Okay, so you can't just...
I just want to know from him, if it happened, would you do it again?
I didn't hear the question.
Would you do what?
Would he do it again?
He's still doing it.
We're not together now.
No, not with her, but he's staying with my cousin, and they still do it.
I'm not staying with her.
Well, you still get it, don't you?
Maybe not from her, but...
Yeah, right. You ain't all that.
Yes.
Look what you guys are fighting over. This guy's a loser.
This is for Dodie. Did you have any remorse knowing that you were sleeping with your niece's husband? I mean, was the sex enjoyable?
So he's asking if you have any remorse that you slept with your niece's husband.
Yes, I do.
And for those that didn't see the show before, why did you do it?
Well, we were friends. We shared a good friendship. I was separated, and everybody.
That's right, he wasn't. He had 2 kids at home to take care
Richard, what do you think of all of this? I mean, just without anyone yelling at you, you're sitting there in this family, 3 of them whose members you have been intimate with. What do you think about all of this? Let's hear from Richard.
I
You
wish
what?
I never did it now. I mean, when I come to think about it, you know, because if I knew, at the beginning of it, if I knew all this was going to happen, I wouldn't have.
If you knew it was going to die.
You know,
Okay, but if you could have done it without getting caught, you would continue to do it. Okay. Now remember, Dodie isn't the only relative who had an affair with Richard. There also was cousin Sean. But when Aunt Linda found out, yes, there's more. Now, when Aunt Linda found out about it last week, she threatened to throw Sean out of her house. So what happened? We're going to find out when they take their places at the table after this break. Please stay with us.
Hi, Jerry Springer here. Would you like a personalized holiday message from me? Well, thanks to friends at Nosey, we're going to be sending out 12 such personalized messages. And if you'd like a chance to be one of the 12 to get this Springer stocking stuffer, then just click on this video or the link below. Tell us to whom you'd like the personalized message sent and the best reasons for wishing them a happy holiday. Also, this holiday season, enjoy the Merry Jerry Christmas playlist on Nosey, and it's available for download on Pluto TV and Roku. Have a very happy holiday.
Welcome back. Our guests today are all members of a family where the constant fighting has gotten to be so bad they didn't think they could even make it through their holiday gathering without things getting out of control. So they're here today to try to clear the air. Well, they haven't exactly cleared the air. Now, just last week, Linda found out that her niece Sean, who is Donna's cousin, had also had an affair with Richard. Linda, at the time you were pretty upset and threatened to throw Sean out. Did you?
I did, but I'd like to make one quick comment before I answer your question. Donna, you made a comment regarding all of your aunts being hoes.
No, I have to agree. She is my only aunt that has never, I think no, you're right. I am sorry.
Thank you.
She's the only one I could say that would never have nothing to do with him.
Thank you.
She is the only one. The only one. No, I'm saying I'm arguing about weight. What I meant is about weight because all of my aunts has criticized my weight. Every last one of you, except for her. She has always been there for me.
And that's what...
And that's what an aunt's for.
Did you toss her out of the house after Sean admitted that she had an affair with Richard?
Kinda.
What happened?
She is moving out. She's in the process of looking for an apartment. She has a 2-year-old son. I'm not going to kick her out on the street with a child. I'm not going to throw her out in the middle of the holidays. I mean, I'm upset with her for what she did, but I do have a heart. I feel for her. I feel for her child. I mean, once Christmas is over, we've called a truce through the holidays. We have, because I don't like to fight. Both of us have kids in the house, and we don't like to fight in front of the children. And I mean, I can't just throw her out on the street.
Sean, do you kind of regret everything that's happened?
Yeah, I do, and I'm not sleeping with Richard anymore, by the way. I don't know who Donna's getting her information from.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to make another comment.
Sure.
I don't know who it was, someone said something about this family screwed up because of him. Our family does not revolve around Donna and Richard, and that's why Donna is such a bitch, because she wants it to.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. I might be a bitch, but I'm not a whore.
I'm not a whore. Just because I slept with one guy that you know does not make me a whore.
Did I know I was married? These are your second cousin's father.
Doesn't make me a whore.
See, she's a bitch.
Okay. Just everybody keep your hands where they are. I don't want anybody reaching for any food. The question that we're trying to understand, because there are lots of families that have difficulty getting along, but this really does seem to be an awfully extreme case. And it's not just the fact that you yell at each other. It is also the fact that you sleep with each other's spouses. Now that...
Not all of us. Make that clear. Not all of us.
Not all.
Only 2 people.
I haven't slept with
For the most part, I don't think any of them have
You haven't,
respect.
Richard?
I mean...
Richard, you don't. You said you haven't slept with every one of them. You don't get a reward for that.
I know that. I ain't want no reward.
No!
Here is your reward.
Food. I will get up and I will walk out. I am not getting hit with the food.
What was worse, the kiss or the whipped cream? Okay. What?
I'd like to say I must be really blind because I really want to know what makes him so special because he is so ugly. He's so nasty. It must be the receding hairline. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm over here.
No, I just have a question for Richard. This whole family feud is between the family. How does he come into play here? Why is why are you even here? Why are you even here?
Because he's in every family. You would think.
Hey, if I'm invited, I'm
your
gonna
own
go.
family that you can go to?
Family. He has his own family.
Why doesn't he go stay with them and cause them problems instead of you? He's obviously not welcome.
Right. No, he's welcome by her.
I did not say that he was welcome. Don't put words in my mouth.
Right. Yeah, right. Last week everything was great. It was because of good lay, and then now you ain't having nothing to do with them.
Well, now that you know it's no fun because there's no risk.
You know what? Let me explain something to you. And Richard, you're going to verify that. You know, when you laid him last week, who did you come to my house asking me that she didn't satisfy you for me to take care of you? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, he did. Thank you. So you wasn't doing your job right.
It doesn't matter. I want to get off the whole subject.
Coming up next, Donna's cousin and his wife says they're fed up with having to be the peacemakers in this family, but Donna says the only thing they make is more trouble. Don't go away.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho, 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 ho.
You know, all families fight, but as we're seeing today, sometimes the fighting gets to be such a habit that no one really remembers what they're fighting about. It just becomes the way they communicate. Well, that's what seems to be happening with our guests today. And though they say they want to clear the air, they don't seem to be able to really put their anger aside. I want you to meet Donna's cousin Rick and his wife Lisa. They say they're the peacemakers in the family, and they're here because they're fed up with this constant family feuding. But Donna says that's not true, that Lisa is one of the biggest troublemakers in the family. Donna, what do you mean?
What I meant by troublemaker is my kids are crazy about Lisa. I mean, that's like their favorite. It's always Lisa, Lisa. But Lisa, when Lisa married my cousin Rick, Rick used to go, I mean, and this is an everyday thing in a family, right? I mean, except for the food, somebody would have went to jail a long time ago. But, or we would have got kicked out or something. But since Rick married Lisa, he's not allowed to come to the family, and my kids love Lisa, and it's like it's making more trouble because now they don't want to come around us because of these guys. Because of you guys.
You guys don't like
me.
You guys don't like Rick?
It's not just Rick, it's everything. You know, it's the whole fighting ever since
You
all
could
this meant
see why someone would say at the next invitation after looking at this,
No, they said
you
they
know
wouldn't
what?
come.
I have the what?
A lot of us now, and like Christmas,
I understand.
you come from a big family, they don't even want to get together no
They
more.
don't want to get together.
Everybody's like, no,
Go
everybody
ahead.
fights.
You say you're the peacemaker, make some peace
My
here.
top priority in my life, I have 4 kids.
Right.
I care about my kids. And sometimes I don't think they do. You know, I mean, we go to...
realize they have kids also.
Yeah, when
I
I
mean,
go,
this
okay,
is
here's a real good example. We have birthday parties for the children.
Yes.
And I mean, the whole family gets together, okay?
Right.
The party's what, 10 minutes? And then we have a card game going. And since I don't play cards because my 4 kids are usually with me, then I watch my 4 kids and Donna's too, which I don't care, but I mean, if if the kid has a dirty diaper, the mom changed the diaper, not me, but she won't get up from the table.
I was just wondering, was the fighting always this bad? I mean, even before Richard was in the picture?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
Always. I think it's inherited.
I think it's worse
It
this
is.
generation.
Just from a distance, it's hard for me to imagine that the fighting just started because of Richard. I'm not condoning what Richard did, but this seems to be a lot deeper than just Richard.
A lot.
Yes, Donna said earlier that she wants her family members to start treating her like a grown woman, but she's up there acting like a child, throwing a tantrum. So I don't think in order to get any respect, you have to start acting, having respect for yourself.
I'm gonna tell you something now. You go through the hell I went through and let your boyfriend screw everybody else, and then you get up here and see how you can react. Until then, sit your ass down.
No, I'm just saying you have to. I think you're going about it the wrong way. If you want to have people, your family members, start treating you with respect, I think you have to go. Throwing food in their face, I think, is just going the wrong way.
To have them to treat me with respect, they should already matter. Thank you.
Excuse me, like she just said, it just seems to me that this family has the fundamental problem of a total lack of respect towards yourselves and towards each other. I mean, there's that old saying that you can't choose your family or your neighbors and you don't always have to get along with them. I mean, maybe it would just be best. You guys would just all go your own way, live your own lives, all happy and all that. You know, respect yourself and just forget about each other. Obviously, this family's not going to happen. It's not going to work.
I think you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I just got a couple things to say to Richard there. I mean, with you around, man, the family dog isn't safe, and I think you should take some of our leftover turkey and get the hell out of here.
You know, Jerry, for one thing,
Okay. Yes?
you know, everybody in here does not know what I went through. If they did, if they want to screw him and then tell me whatever, I don't care. Yeah, we had problems, but our problems was nothing like it is now. I mean, to go and him be sitting at the table knowing, you guys, if anybody of you has been through what I've been through, then you can tell me, because I don't know how to deal with it. It still hurts me to see him sitting with her and her. It still bothers me to thank God. I mean, our family tore apart because of them. And you over there, bitch, you come through what we've been through, then you say what you gotta say.
Why?
I don't care. No, everybody, you know what, the respect stuff, if everybody gave respect, then we would know what respect is. You have never gave me respect. I don't what?
You know what? Honestly, you know what I'm seeing? I am seeing deep inside you are really hurting.
I am hurt. Especially when my mom gets on national TV and says I'm fat, lose weight. She's my mother. If she thinks that about me, what does everybody else think? I don't give a what anybody thinks anymore.
Okay, I tell you what.
Thank you, dear.
Let me ask the mom. Okay, let me ask the mom, and then we're going to take a break. Do you think, without any smiling, laughing, anything else, do you think that some of this anger and some of this behavior, which no sane person can believe is appropriate, do you think that part of it is because from a very early age, nobody said, I love you because of who you are, it's okay the way you look, it's okay, who you are is all that counts, I love you enough.
Mom, I do love you more than anybody. I mean, I don't have nobody but my kids, and I need you, and you're over there laughing. You're laughing, and you want to know why I throw food. Look at everything's a joke to everybody. Everybody thinks it's a joke. It's not a joke to me. It's not.
She'll do that.
Yeah, oh, she'll do that. She'll do that. I'm a great actress. Anybody want to hire me?
She'll do that, and then it's a few minutes, or the next day, it's hell with you.
Yeah, when you're sitting there talking about me to everybody else, you got everybody pissed off at me for what? Because they slept with him? That is no reason to be mad at me. I didn't tell them, go out there and see who you could screw tonight, baby. I mean, that's not right.
But yeah, you're probably right.
That she grew up as a child and nobody said to her, I love you.
That's true, because we don't show our feelings.
Because you don't love me.
Her father, you know, no.
Is that accurate? Then
We just, I guess, take it that...
When we were growing up...
I mean, we work, we support them, we clothe them, we feed them.
And when we were growing up, we didn't get a lot of affection from our
No,
parents.
that's right. I guess
so that's the way.
There you go.
I'm not like that with my daughter. I tell my daughter 20 times a day that I love her. I give her more than enough hugs and kisses. I let my daughter know how I feel.
Okay. We'll pursue that. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. I want to continue with that.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho, 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 ho.
Welcome back. I think what we see happening, the show started out obviously with a lot of anger, a lot of wild behavior. And what we're seeing out of this is that anger is born out of the reality that when your children were young, you didn't tell them enough, you didn't show them enough, no matter what you felt inside, that they were loved. And so now, everybody's a bitch, everybody's a hoe, everybody's everything else, because no one ever said, I love you to her. And, you know, and there's the common denominator. Yes?
Donna, I can see that you're hurting real bad, and that's a shame that your own family has to dog you like that. And another thing, you're not...
These two don't, not the whole family, because they don't.
Well, I'm just saying, your own cousin, your own aunt, that's pretty bad. That's low down. And second of all, you're not a peacemaker because you're like, start another argument. Okay, talking about her kids. And then you're
How
a
can
peacemaker?
that start an argument when you go to a birthday party, the main topic of why you're together should be, yeah, it is my business when my 4 kids are attending and the whole party lasts a whole 5 minutes and then...
Everybody.
Yeah, we do. You know?
But then again, you're supposed to be a peacemaker and you're not. Okay,
Well,
good.
you know,
I give you credit for
I'm not the
raising
one
your
that's been
kids
on here
right, but
arguing.
It's about the only
You
drama
know?
there is in the family.
Okay, what I don't
We're not the
understand is, like
perfect
Jerry said,
peacemaker.
it
Yeah, I
goes
didn't
both
say
ways.
that, you
Okay, it's
know?
not just his fault. I also take it out on Dodie and Sean. How could you sit there and live with yourself and have any self-respect when you slept with your cousin's husband and your niece's husband? How could you live with yourself?
What I don't understand is, I mean, Donna's mom is sitting over there laughing.
So you know what? Because it's total embarrassing. You know, it's like,
Okay.
so
Yeah, I
you
was
got
just
to grin,
wondering if,
forget it, go on. You know, I laugh at it at work.
Can you hug your daughter?
I love my daughter.
Can you hug her?
I was wondering if anyone on the panel has like thought about getting some kind of psychological help or counseling.
We don't all need it. You're right.
Is anybody getting any counseling?
You know, I need some because I'm getting ready to have a nervous breakdown.
Does need some. I agree with that.
I do. You know, Jerry,
Okay. Maybe we can help with
I'm
that.
not making this a joke or something. I do need counseling because I sit there every night looking at his picture thinking, why them, why them? Could have been anybody but my family. But you know what? I tore the picture up and I feel a lot better about that.
I've been watching the show from the beginning, and I'm still kind of confused. I'm not sure who had sex with Richard yet. And if you had sex with him, raise your hand. And I guess it's kind of a two-part question. If you had sex with him, would you raise your hand? I'm confused.
Those three, and his wife, 3.
And his wife. Now, who enjoyed it? Now, that's enough. That's the second part.
All right, hold on.
You know, I'm sitting here watching everybody blaming each other, but I think the only real victims here are the children. I mean, what kind of example are you setting for them? You know, if you're always fighting like this, all right? You got to be good parents.
I agree with that. My kids ask where their dad's at and trying to explain, don't know who he's with. I mean, that's hard to do.
Jerry, you asked if we got counseling. Believe it or not, a long time, me, my husband, and my daughter both. We had problems back when she was younger. We got counseling, and you know what they said? Same thing here. One spoke louder than the other. The counselor couldn't even counsel us. So I don't think they're in.
This is for Donna. When your mom calls you fat, ignore her. Because if you're happy with yourself, then that's all that matters. And get rid of him next to you. What is he? Get rid of him. Thank you.
Okay, I'll have a final thought when we come back. Stay with us. Let me take this opportunity to thank you for being with us. I'd suggest a toast, but I'm afraid you would throw it rather than drink it. I hope things work out for you. I don't know. I honestly don't know what else to say. You know, they say blood is thicker than water, but not so in this family. In fact, here the blood seems so thin we can't stop the bleeding. Bleeding derived from the constant blows they inflict on one another, suggesting that for some, the best remedy is to find some other home for the holidays. Surely the idea of family members hurting one another from time to time is not that rare. Proximity and the intensity of emotion invite such incidents. But normally the bond of family is such that these moments of hurt can be overcome, and usually are. But with our guests today, the pain, at least with some of them, seems to be intentionally inflicted. Finding the cause of such behavior lies, I suspect, beyond the scope of a one-hour television show. And though counseling may do some good, in the meantime, the remedy may well be space. That is to say, if they can't stop hurting each other, maybe they simply need to stay away from each other and figure out for themselves from a distance why they feel they need to hurt the ones they love. The holiday invites them to come together again, but they need to share concern before they share a meal. Simply continuing this malicious treatment of each other suggests that the real turkey is not necessarily on the table, but around it. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Jerry Springer's wardrobe provided by Giorgio Armani, Chicago, Illinois.
All of Rockford loves Jerry.
Great show, Jerry. Way to go.
Jerry, great show.
Jerry, I came all the way from Dallas, Texas just to see you.
Jerry, we love you!
If you think that was wild and crazy, then click here to keep watching. And don't forget to subscribe. All you have to do is click here. And one more thing, take care of yourself and each other.